To film the very best primate behavior, the Life team had to use all their primate ingenuity and adaptability. And in doing so, they discovered an extraordinary affinity with our extended family. Especially with a great ape with whom we share almost 99% of our genes, the chimpanzee.
He was completely asleep just then. So he's just rocking to the side as if he might just fall off the branch. You could see his lips were twitching like he was in a deep dream. It was really beautiful.
Chimpanzees are our closest relatives. Justine Evans spent almost a month with them in the forests of Guinea to film their use of tools.
The chimps have disappeared off down there. They're going to cross over into another area of forest and hopefully start using some tools. Go and use tools. That's what we're here for.
Chimpanzees have to accept you. If they don't want to be filmed, they'll simply disappear. Justine needed the expert guidance of Tatiana Humle, a primatologist who spent more than 10 years studying these individuals.
So when we see them, always keep calm and don't stare at them straight into the eyes.
Have you ever had problems with them coming right up and being aggressive?
No, never. I mean, it's pretty rare, so...
I don't know what to expect, because I've never seen them in the wild before, so it's a first for me.
So just always stay calm, and if one of them walks by really close, just ignore them. One particular young male might throw sticks. Ignore him as well. It's like he's like a kid, and he just wants attention, so he'll just keep doing it.
Got to put these face masks on, in case we pass on any infectious diseases. Quite a few chimps have died in the past from respiratory diseases in other study sites, so it's very important.
As usual.
Justine was finding her way with the chimps. But it would take time. It's never easy anticipating their behavior.
Trying to get ready really quickly because we're expecting some chimps to come down the path straight ahead of me. It'd be lovely if they'd merge out into this clearing, because it's really difficult to see through all this foliage.
Tatiana and her team were invaluable. They introduced Justine to the chimps' different habits and characters. Soon, the natural inquisitiveness of the chimps overcame any worries they might have had of Justine. In fact, they seemed fascinated by her and the tools of her trade. But it was their use of tools that Justine was here to film. And this was her first good opportunity.
As I filmed them fishing for ants, I was amazed by their dexterity. But holding focus in such low light really tested my own coordination to the limit. Oh, she's just moving away.
She's moving.
It's been all go today. It's not over yet. If we can get out of here, into a more open area, we'll actually have enough light to film by, because the sun's still up. But I don't know.
Although Justine's main goal was to film tool use, there was another piece of behaviour she really wanted to capture. Buttress root drumming had never been filmed here before, but she was always just a bit too late.
Back at yet another buttress and hope that we might get some sort of buttress drumming. But it started raining, which is an absolute pain.
It's a waiting game.
Just staking out a couple of really big trees that have got very large buttress roots, in the hope that a male will come down and drum on them. The drumming always happens somewhere else, and apparently it's usually the males that sort of sneak off to go and do it. Feels like a bit of a long shot at the moment. Have to have some patience.
The thing about chimps is that, like most primates, you can't always predict what they're going to do, when they're going to do it, or where. You've just got to keep with them. A different type of sound brought Justine back to her main mission. Nut cracking. This was the key sequence Justine was here to film.
Filming the chimps using tools made me realise just how close to them we are. I felt so similar to them. By the end of our filming trip, I was able to recognise most of the individuals in the group and have begun to understand their different personalities. For me, the most poignant moment of all was when the male, the scientist called Clay, lent a female his tools. I know that primates are very social animals, but seeing this act of generosity was something I'll never forget. Just before we left, the chimpanzees finally put on the display that I've been hoping for.
In the great tree of life, we and chimpanzees went our separate ways about 6 million years ago. But they remain our closest living relatives.